Howdy mijn vrienden, FAL guys. Die FN of Arjen is een geweer van die afgelopen jaren baie veranderingen ondergaan het. En vandaag kijken we naar baie vreemde opstelling. Hey guys, FAL guy here. Welcome to another video on the FAL and why you can make your FAL look like a Frankenstein FAL or a Franken FAL. Today I'm wearing this combat top with the DS Arms patch. I think they sell them in their online store. I don't know, but I think it's a pretty cool patch with the US flag in the background, knowing that DS Arms is the only manufacturer of FALs worldwide that is still making them. And also this combat top, for those of you who do not know, it is Patagonia or Patagucci combat top, which is a really cool combat top. Anyhow, getting back to the video, let's get started. In 1953, the first major purchase order for FALs came in, and the Canadian model was ordered, which was known at that time. They did a cool display in the Belgian metro. Imagine that display nowadays. But anyhow, ever since 1953, the success story has just been going. Like, it was crazy. I know on this channel, I'm mostly focused on the African history of the FAL, if I talk about the history of the FAL, but there's so much more. And I will expand in the next couple of months looking at other countries and how they use their FAL. Because the FAL was quintessentially the first black rifle on the market. It came before the AR was pushed by Eugene Stoner. Like the AR, like the M16, they got pushed in the Vietnam War, which is in the 60s. But the FAL was already out for a couple of years prior to that. And it was a black rifle. Anyhow, the FAL kept on going all across the world. We have them in Southern Africa. We have them in Europe, Austria, huge success story. Sturmgewehr 58, Germany briefly. Then he goes over to the South Americas. To this day, the Brazilian and Argentinian police and army use the FALs. So it's been going everywhere. Not to forget, even Asia and Australia use them. The Australians use the SLR in Vietnam with great success. But let's bring it back in. To this day, there's only one manufacturer, as I said before, and it's DS Arms. And I know a lot of people asking, like, what can I do to make my FAL cooler and upgrade it? Well, in this video, we're going to look at a very simple and easy upgrade. And that is basically changing the lower trigger housing. On this FAL, we changed the lower trigger housing and we swapped it with one that has a Picatinny Adapter, so I can mount whatever stock I want. Remember my Para FAL that I started out with years ago, and it became now the Combat Ready FAL? All I did, swapped the lower trigger housing. Remember my Wild Geese FAL? All I did was swap the lower trigger housing and replaced it with one that is a fixed stock. So there are ways to upgrade your existing FAL and make it way cooler and way more customizable. The FAL I have right now here is my Kommando FAL. I featured it in a video before. It's also in link below. And it started out with a Para FAL. And the reason why the Para FALs are easier to modify is because this recoil spring and everything sits underneath the dust cover. So there's no spring going into the stock. So therefore, it is super easy just to replace the lower trigger housing because I have no extra springs that go into the stock, and that would limit my choices heavily. If I have a fixed stock FAL, as this one, I basically can only do one thing. That is just change the fixed stock to either a wooden fixed stock or a longer South African fixed stock, but that's about it. If I wanted to change a fixed stock FAL into a folding stock Para FAL, I would have to change the bolt carrier, the dust cover, get a bunch of new springs for it, and then obviously swap the lower trigger housing. Whereas if I already have a Para one, all I need to do is take the hinge pins out, swap the lower trigger housing with one that has a different stock to it. I can get the one with the battle ready stock, a different Para stock to it if I don't have a Para stock on mine. So there's numerous ways on how to kit yourself out, kit your FAL out the way you want. But what makes this FAL so unique and so cool, and I really like that add-on that DS Arms brought to the market, was basically just a Picatinny rail at the end of the lower trigger housing. And that allows me to mount whatever stock I want. So I could mount, obviously, an MCX stock. I'm boring, I had a spare MCX stock, that's why I mounted it. I can also mount a JMAX stock. or I could mount in Midwest Industries stock, or I could mount whatever other stock that fits on a Picatinny interface. So I can create multiple FALs to fit my needs. And that is huge. It is such an easy change and swap on this rifle, and it opens up the world to a gazillion different rifles. That's why I like this add-on. And don't forget, with this stock, I can fold it, and I have a super compact version of an FAL with me. Don't forget, the 3rd round mag always adds some coolness to it. That's basically it. This little Picatinny adapter gives me the opportunity to mount whatever stock I want on my FAL. And I think it is really neat. It is an easy upgrade, and it opens up the possibilities of your FAL. One neat feature that this stock has is obviously a QD sling swivel mount on this side. But I also have one in the lower trigger housing. Just a nice little add-on to it, you know, in case I want to run a sling that way. Anyhow, let's shoot this little bad boy and see how the new stock does on my Kommando. I got M80 ball, my Bren mag. Love it. That stock is not too uncomfortable. Is it the best stock? No. But this rubber pad on this stock just makes it not uncomfortable. I have like 5 rounds left. Let's just mag dump. Lock to the rear. We got the stock. I got a Palmer magazine from DS Arms. I know you all like to shit on them, but believe it or not, they actually do work, as I'm going to demonstrate again in this video. It is a newer production mag. It's from 2022, so I don't have any issues with the newer ones. Anyhow, what I have to say about this stock is that I can't have it too close into my sights. Otherwise, I'm not going to see anything through these sights, just because I don't have a good side picture, so I need to move it out a little bit. But apart from that, I like it. So let's shoot it. Let's see how it does. Let's see what I think about it. Not bad. Shoot some double taps. See how I can run it. Works fine, I guess, right? For all of you that are asking how I mounted the flashlight on it, I bought a Picatinny rail that is an MOE Magpul compatible Picatinny rail, and basically just had the screw slots go through the handguard openings or holes. Basically, that's how I mounted Picatinny rail on it. I don't know how stable it is, but so far it works, and I can run my Surefire flashlight on it. So for all of you that are wondering what rifle case I use, it is a Votagoo rifle case. It fits 2 rifles in it. It has a bunch of MOLLE on it and whatever pouches. But why I like it is because, again, it can fit 2 rifles in it. That's a huge plus. It's clips to unbuckle it, open it up, and somehow, voila, I got my Para FAL in here. And I could fit another rifle in here. So that's a huge plus. Plus I got all these straps on the back to carry it with me. Anyhow, I just think it's a cool case, and it wasn't that cheap. I think they're selling them on Amazon. I like them. Concluding, I can say that is an easy fix to upgrade your existing black rifle. We established it now. The FAL is the first black rifle, not the AR-15. It allows me to mount whatever stock I want that fits a Picatinny interface. Obviously, I can buy the lower trigger housing without Picatinny interface and with the Para or a BRS stock interface. We've done it before, but that opens up the possibility of a gazillion different stocks. Come on, AR buffer tubes on it, JMac, MCX stocks, Midwest Industries, whatever else stocks fit on a Picatinny interface. It's also a big plus over G3, who does not have that. Just for all those G3 owners. Anyhow, that was basically it. Short video on a cool item that you can slap on your Para FAL. It only fits the Para FAL because of the springs that sit underneath the dust cover. It will not fit on your fixed stock FAL unless you want to change the dust cover with its internal springs and the bolt carrier. I hope you enjoyed this short video, and I hope you have a great day.